Okay, so here we go. We've got our off yoga, BOGA session, stretch and strength. Like I just said, if you're not one of our members, you do this at your own risk. If you are one of our members, get stuck in. You don't actually need any kit for this session. Okay, you might want a bench or something to raise you up when we do the press-up position moves. Okay, otherwise, no kit required, just a body weight session. All the people on Zoom, make sure you're on mute. And I think we're good to go. So we're going to start with our warm-up. Okay, so as always, these 30 seconds moves. Let's go jumping jacks. Okay, good thing to do this warm-up in your in trainers, because you're doing a little bit of jumping around. Then when we actually do the session, you'll be much better off doing this in socks or bare feet. Like I said last time, those grippy socks that your kids have when they go trampolining, just stick a pair of them on, stretch them out. You'll definitely need a water bottle today. This is perfect conditions, nice and hot. Get into heel flicks for this strength and stretch. Nice and warm. We're just halfway up. This one is without the mini bands. It's just body weight moves. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to do. You work for a minute, rest for 30 seconds, then move on to the next one. So I'm bringing the knees up. When we move through these exercises, they're going to alternate between press-up position moves to standing moves. Some more core and upper body, and then some more leg exercises. It's all at a nice slow pace. It'll be good after all this jumping around we've done all week. Lunge and reach, brief stretch, reach up, pull back with the hands, big stretch up. Next one, we're going to do that squat and twist. Big stretch up, good. So feet shoulder width apart, the squat, twist to both sides. Let's go. Upper body rotation. And warming up the thighs. Next one, we're going to go into press up position, step and reach. This is one of our moves. Here we go. In a press up position, step, reach, swap sides. So press up, warm up the upper body. Step and reach, look at the hand at the top for the move. Step, reach, switch. Straight to the sun, which is amazing today. Okay, and back into our jumping jacks. Okay, so we don't need to go crazy on this warm-up. Just nice and steady. It is already hot. And it's more about mobilising and getting the heart rate really high. So you can just take this nice and easy, this warm-up. Just concentrate on those stretch moves, those mobility stretches. Good, heel flicks again. That's good, flicking those heels up. Good, then we go to knee raises. That's good, knees up. Good, then we're going to go to this forward lunge and twist. There we go. Step, twist, and back in. Just a small twist, brief twist, step, twist, back in. Next one, wide leg squat and reach. That's good. Feet nice and wide, toes and knees in line. Squat, reach over. It's our feet wide, chest up, really waking up these glutes. Next one into that press up position, drop the hips, lift the hips, do a press up. Here we go. So stretch, lift, lower. Now other way, back in, press up, drop, lift. Stretch out through the abs, stretch out through the back of the legs. And once more through, jumping jacks. Again, you don't need to go crazy on these. These you want to get warm. And our mobility stretches. And the weather outside is going to do the rest for us. Like I said, perfect conditions for this. Stretching when it's hot. Muscles already warm and ready. And heel flicks. Good, next one back into knee raises. Here we go. We've got 3 more moves after this. Leg swings, arm swings, and walkouts. Into our leg swings. That's good. Circling the arms forwards. Big reach up. And backwards. Big reach up. And stretch out the chest. Last thing to do, walkouts. Here you go. Out. Press up. Walk down, back. Reach. Big reach up. Straight legs. Good one way. Reach. Okay, just take a minute. Got Raw Marie's water bottle today because obviously St George's Day. Happy St George's Day. Okay, just got to kneel down just because the camera angle on this. So the first one is our step and reach. In that press up position, step forward with a foot by the hand, push the hips into the floor, reach up with the hand or breathe, then reach up, reach, breathe. So take your time through the moves. If you want to do more upper body work, make it more strength based, do a press up every move. Otherwise do every other move or don't do any press ups at all, concentrating on the stretch. So this one's very much about step, push the hips into the floor, breathe, reach, breathe. So it's nice slow moves. So here we go. First one, 1 minute. So step, push the hips into the floor, reach, breathe out. Press up is optional. Step, breathe, reach, breathe. Other side. Step, breathe, reach, breathe. Nice, slow, deliberate moves. Remember to take the big breaths out. Exhale. And switch. Press up if you want to. Now, remember, this one's about pushing the hips into the floor. This one's about reaching up, opening up the chest and the shoulders. And rest. Okay, next one. So we do 1 minute work, 30 seconds rest. Next one is reverse lunge and reach up with both hands. At the back of the lunge, breathe twice. So we're going to step, reach, reach again, breathe. Okay, so step, reach, breathe, reach again, breathe. If you can, keep your knee off the floor. It doesn't matter if you can or you can't or you want to. Do more strength work if you keep the knee up. Step, reach again, breathe. So if you put the knee down, it's going to do more of a stretch. Keep the knee up, hovering off the floor. It's going to be more of a strength move. A static hold. 2 breaths at the back. Reach, breathe again. Step, reach, breathe. Reach again, breathe. Big reach up. And the 2 reaches, 2 breaths. You need to knee down, you can reach higher, lean back a little bit more, get more of a stretch. It depends what you want to get out of the session. And rest. Okay, next one we're going to be in that press up position. Drop the hips, lift the hips, either lower into it or lower the body into it. Do a press up as an optional. If you struggle with these moves, use a bench. So you're going to drop the hips, lift the hips. Press up is optional or use the floor. So there's 2 ways of doing a press up. So I'll show you the easy one first, then the harder one. So stretching out the abs. Breathe out, back of the legs, big exhale. Sorry, that's the harder one. You go breathe, easy version, up, stretch out through the abs, up, harder version, sweeping. I'm taking 2 breaths this time. Slowing it right down. Feeling that big stretch through the back of those legs. Oh, we go. Good. And we're next into an upper body move, which is that one with loads of different moves. So you're going to do this wide leg squat, stretch, drop, reach, stand up. Stretch, breathe, drop, breathe, reach, stand up as you breathe out. So breath at the bottom on the stretch, on the drop, and on the stand up. So feet nice and wide. Here we go. Stretch, drop, reach. So we're going to slow it down a bit more. Breathe, drop, reach, and back down. So this time I want to bring the elbows in the middle, drop, push that out, reach. So we're going to get a groin stretch in here as well. So back of the hamstrings, drop down, push those knees apart, breathe, reach. So hamstrings, groin stretch, reach, and up. Slowing it right down, good work. Big stretches, and shake the legs out. Okay, this one we're going to stretch out through the hips. Okay, so we did this last time. In this press-up position, step to the side, lower the body down above your hips. You feel a stretch through here, and up. Press up optional, then to the other side. Up and optional. So you go here, lower, breathe. You should get a really good stretch here. Of what we normally do. So here, lower, up, optional, press up. Here. Other side, lower. Really good stretch, that one. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of press ups. So you can do every single time, like I'm doing. So maybe do every other. You don't need to do them at all, really. Concentrate on stretches. Or again, if you want to make it more strength based, lower. Do the press ups. Just nice and slow. More than enough bouncing around this week. Okay, so this one back to a standing exercise, stretching out through the back of the hamstrings. So as if you're going to do a normal stretch, step forward, reach the hands back, stand up and reach. Into the middle, step, stretch, reach, and stretch. Okay, so it's a hamstring stretch, both feet flat on the floor. Hamstring stretch, up, reach, and swap. Reach. So the bottom we're doing this hamstring stretch. At the top, stretching out through the abs. So this way. And up. Need to get a longer t-shirt. Or maybe higher shorts. Stretch. Reach. And change. Okay, last one in the set is those hero press-ups. So we will do this on the floor. If you want to make this easier and get a bigger range of movement, use a bench or a chair. So from here, sitting back, up, back, push through the feet, and up. So you can do this on the floor as well. You get a bigger range of movement, and it's easier on a bench. So press up, sink back, 2 breaths, come forward. Through, You don't have to do the press up. 1, 2 breaths, and up. Or just do the hold for a breath. If you're not doing press ups, just come up. And back. If you need to, put the knees on the floor. 2 breaths, come up. And again. And rest. Great work, guys. That's 1 circuit done. We have another 2 to go. Just take a minute. Ready for the next one. Just want to check these screens are all right. That's cool. We've still got Facebook Live. And we've still got Zoom. It's all looking good, guys. Everyone doing okay? Brilliant. Okay, so you're going to get 15 seconds. Go around the whole circuit again. Again, take your time, slow it down, with or without the press-ups, depending if you want to make it more stretchy or more strengthy. That's in the BOF dictionary. Let's go. Press-up position, step, breathe, reach, breathe. Switch sides, optional press-up. Good, strong move, step. Good, so by now, hopefully, most of you can actually get your foot up higher. When we first started doing this, I think we managed to get to there. You can now get your foot there. So right up by the hand, gives you a bigger stretch through the groin. And rest. Our next one, our lunge and reach. Okay, so this one, just change it slightly. Just do this same arm, same leg, just one hand, and put the knee down. So you really stretch out your hip flexors. So as before, reverse lunge. If you step back on the right, reach with the right. 2 reaches, breathe, breathe. Put the knee down, get that big stretch through here, so important. Here we go. Knee down, reach again, and switch. Yeah, put the knee down to it. This time we're really concentrating on the stretch. And the step, reach, breathe, reach again, breathe. Lean back slightly, reach up this side. Big stretcher. This time really concentrating on the stretch rather than the strength move. Big reach, breathe, reach again, breathe. Okay, so here we go. Next one is the press up position. Drop the hips, lift the hips, lower in, or just come back, pause, and then repeat. Again, optional press ups, okay? Let's go for 2 breaths on this one, 2 breaths. So we're going to stretch out through the abs, breathe twice, lift the hips, stretch out through the back of the thighs, breathe twice. Here we go. Good, strong work. Nice and slow. If you're not doing the press up, just come back to here, hold, then lower. For 2. Lift. 1, 2, and back in. Always 2 breaths on this one. Really concentrating on the stretches. Good. 10 more seconds. And ready to do the next one. Good work, guys. Great work. Everyone doing okay? Looking good, looking good. Okay, so ready to lots of moves. Wide leg squat, drop down, remember to pull the knees apart, do your groin stretch, reach, stand up. So again, just a quick demo. Stretch, breathe, drop down, push those knees apart, reach, and come up. Let's go. Stretch. Again, we go for this 2 breaths this time. Really concentrating on the stretch, slowing it all down. Drop, push apart. When you're in this position, back straight, look up, reach, stretch, drop, push the knees apart. Reach, stand up. Good work. 2 breaths, drop, reach. Good. Remember, chest up, reach. One more. Good groin stretch here. And rest. Good. This time we're in that press up position, stepping out to the side of the leg, stretching out through the hips here. This really good stretch. Nice stretch. So again, starting in the press up position, we're just going to put one leg to the side, lower, breathe twice, up, press up, change. So lower, middle, press up, change, lower. Remember, 2 breaths. Really concentrating on the stretch this time. Slowing it down. Really nice stretch. Lower the hips, lower the body weight onto top of that hip. Step, lower. Nice and slow, 2 breaths. Optional press up. Should be able to do one more. Snuck in an additional press up, love it. Okay, so this time we're doing our, remember we called it giraffe stretch last time. Okay, so this acts as if you're doing a normal hamstring stretch. Okay, what I want to do is if you need to do it this way, then push the hands back, then reach. Okay, this can be quite awkward. Just as if you're doing a normal hamstring stretch, hands behind the back, reach. So again, 2 breaths. There we go. Good. Big hamstring stretch. Reach up. And change. And again, stretch. Breathe twice. Reach. Breathe twice. Couple more. One more. And rest. Okay, and the last one in this set is our hero press-ups. So again, this time I'm going to use the bench. Last time I used the floor, just so you can get more range of movement when you sit back. And the press-up is optional. And if you need to, put the knees on the floor and you're trying to push your chest through your arms. So you're stretching out through the upper body. Drive through the legs, so you work the legs as you come back up. So from here, sit back. 2 breaths. Up and up. And then drive through the feet, forcing the balls of feet to the floor. Come up, over the top. And if you're not doing a press up, just breathe twice. Just pause. Big deep breath. Back. 1, 2. That's good. If you get that one right, you should feel this working your thighs at the same time. So again, that's another set done. We've got one more to go. It's about 9 minutes work. Obviously, 30 seconds rest after each one. Okay, so once more through. Just take a whole minute. Drink of water. And again, I think now everyone's probably always got the hang of this now, so we'll stick with this, concentrating on the stretch rather than a cardiovascular sort of side of it moves. If you can do the press-ups, because obviously as you slow it down, you do fewer press-ups. It's not important. The important bit is all the stretching and mobility moves. Okay, so here we go again. 3, 2, 1. In the press-up position, step and reach. Remember, step, big breath out, reach. So on this bit, pushing the hips into the floor, stretching out through here. This bit here, reach up and back, so stretching out all the way through here. Step, breathe, reach, breathe. And rest. Okay, so again into our reverse lunge and reach. Again, we'll just reach with one hand again. Same arm, same leg. Put the knee down. If you do want to make it more of a strength move, keep the knee up. So reverse lunge, reach up and backwards. Remember, we're reaching back with the arm. So it goes backwards, not over the top here. Not that way, that way. Here we go. Maybe 2 breaths. Slowing it right down. Reach. Reach again. And if you want to make it a harder strength move on the legs, hover that knee. Good. If you're leaning back far enough, you should be feeling that stretch through your hip flexors here. That's good. And on the other side, see all angles. And rest. Good. So back into the press up position in a sec. This is one where we're going to drop the hips, stretch out through the arms and lift the hips, stretch out through the back of the legs. Again, use a bench if you need to make this easier. It's less stress through the upper body, less stress through the core if you lift your upper body up. If you can, do it on the floor, but just work to your abilities and what you want to get out of this. So remember, 2 breaths. Remember, always trying to keep your neck straight. So in line with your body position. Two breaths every time. Nice stretch through the abs. Really nice stretch through the back of the thighs, back of the knee. That's exactly what we need after all those hip strength circuit sessions this week. That's good. So next one into a wide leg squat, drop down, groin stretch. Okay, so wide leg stretch, squat down, groin stretch, reach up, stand through. And I'm starting in a good strong position, feet nice and wide, toes and knees in line. Okay, the more flexible they are, the closer you can have your feet in. You should be stood back like this. Okay, so stretch out through the back of the thighs. 2 breaths. Drop down, push those knees apart. Reach, stand up. Put one in a bit more. Drop down. Make sure you look up or look ahead. So, hamstring stretch. Groin stretch. Reach and squat. Two breaths every time. Concentrate on these stretches. It's how I'm getting into this yoga thing. Look at that. Without even thinking. Reach. And rest. Okay. The next one, back into the press up position. So you've got 1, 2, 3 left, guys. 3 left. Then we're done. So in that press up position, stepping out to the side with the leg. And we get that stretch. Do it this way this time. So you can see the difference. Stepping out to the side, lower. 2 breaths, up to the middle, optional press up. Okay, so let's go. Again, if you want to make this easier, use the bench. In. Lower, 2 breaths. Really nice stretch through the hips. Press up, step, lower, breathe twice. Two big deep breaths at the bottom. Great work, guys. And in. Okay, so this is on my hamstring and ab stretch. So we just realised next time we're going to throw in some glute stretches on this one. You know, speed or racing pigeon pose. The pigeon pose just a little bit quicker. Same principle as this though, just changing legs. Brief stretch, switch sides, press up. But enough of that, this one. Remember that hamstring stretch. 1, 2, at the top. Reach. Just make sure this front leg's locked out. Big stretch at the top. Reach. Stretch. Reach. Hamstring stretch. And stretch up through the abs. One more. Okay, and last one to do are hero press-ups. Remember, do this on your step or bench. Okay, you're stretching out through the upper body here. And driving through the feet, so you're working the legs at the same time. I like to have my hands back behind my shoulders. Just means I get more reach, or I can sink back further. So here we go, stretch. 1, 2, over the top. Dropping that chest down if you need to, knees on the floor. Lowering in. Okay, keep the knees up, put some more work through the legs. Two big deep breaths. Over the top. A few more. 10 more seconds. Stretch. Press up to finish. Good work, guys. Well done. Everyone okay? Everyone good? Great work. Thank you for an effort. You got everyone there. Well done on Facebook. Just take a minute. We just need to do a few stretches. Even though we've done loads already, we'll just do a few more just to stretch off. We don't need to do loads this time, okay? So we're just going to do your glute stretch, hamstrings, quads. That's pretty much it. Just going to hold them for a bit longer. That's good. To get ready, just start these last proper stretches or static stretches. So this is the bit where it lengthens your muscle fibers for a lot longer. So the first one, we did that pigeon pose. This is what I meant by next time. We're going to add in the racing pigeon. So you come under, lower, breathe, up, switch, press up. But for this stretch, just bring the foot underneath, lower the chest down. Let's hold for about 20 or 30 seconds. Big stretch through the glutes here. And come up, switch sides. Brilliant stretch, this one. Walk the hands forwards when it relaxes, walk it away from the stretch. And come back up. Okay, I'm going to do a hamstring stretch. So just front leg straight. Remember this foot in line with the knee. Just reach forwards. Nice big stretch, long stretch through the hamstrings this time. Just realised I forgot to set my trainers off. So you can do it with or without. Okay, and do your quad stretch anywhere you want to do it. I need to do the standing up. So grab hold of the shoe, bring the knees together, push the hips through, and push the shoe to the hand at the same time. So hips that way, shoe that way. Change legs. Now we're pushing the hips forwards, pushing the shoe into the hand. And relax out. Great work this afternoon, guys. That's a hot one. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler for Jason's session this evening. Okay, great work today, guys. Well done. Beef and effort. Well done, Facebook Live gang. Good work, guys. Well done. Cheers, mate.